Welcome to Bite Size SEO News, where I find the top 3 news in digital marketing so you don't have to, where I make news easy to digest and easy to follow. If you want to read the article, links are posted in the show notes below. You have to worry about FOMO. My name is Rich Ung, your host. Today is Monday, December 6, 2021, episode 20. Coming up, fresh out of the oven are today's top 3 news you definitely don't want to miss. Story 1. December 2021 Google Product Reviews Update rolling out. Story 2. LinkedIn announces new privacy-friendly approaches to data collection and ad targeting. Story 3. PrestaShop merchants can integrate products on Google. If you're ready, let's get into it. Alright, in our first story, this one's brought to you by Barry Schwartz of the Search Engine Roundtable. Google is rolling out yet another confirmed Google search ranking algorithm update, the second Google Product Reviews update of the year. So if you're hit by the April 2021 Google Product Reviews update, you may see improvements if you made the necessary changes. Google started to roll out the December 2021 Product Reviews update on December 1st, 2021 at about 12:30 p.m. Eastern. This impacts only English language pages for now. Google said it will take about 3 weeks to complete. As a reminder, the Product Reviews update aims at rewarding high-level product review content above thinner product reviews content. It is not a core update. We just had one of those. This is aimed more at product review type of content, like when you see Google product name and reviews, for example, iPhone 13 product reviews. Updated best practices and advice, including linking out. Google also added some more advice from its original advice, which is based on receiving more feedback from users on what type of review content is deemed trustworthy and useful, motivating us to provide additional product review guidance. Users have told Google they trust reviews with evidence of products actually being tested and prefer to have more options to purchase the product. With that, Google added 2 new best practices. 1. Provide evidence such as visuals, audio, or other links of your own experience with the product to support your expertise and reinforce the authenticity of your review. 2. Include links to multiple sellers to give the reader the option to purchase from their merchant of choice. The aspect of linking out to multiple sources is getting a lot of attention in the SEO world because Google has said numerous times linking outwards does not help your SEO. Barry thinks the key difference here is that it's just for the product reviews algorithm, and in this case it is not about specifically who you link to, but that your links don't seem biased towards only one affiliate or site. Barry thinks this makes sense, but you will see in the chat between SEOs and Google's Alan Kent and John Mueller, this may cause issues. Barry then in the article lists a bunch of chatter between SEOs. If you want to check out the conversation, make sure to check out the article in the show notes. In our next story, this one's brought to you by Andrew Hutchinson of Social Media Today. Amid the evolving data privacy landscape and significant changes to how apps can collect data as a result of regulatory shifts and operating system updates, social platforms are working to establish new data collection processes in order to ensure that marketers can still reach their target audiences without using previously available insights. LinkedIn's looking to address this with the implementation of various new processes, including a new group identity targeting option, which will utilize its own first-party data as entered on users' profiles to categorize audiences into more segments. As explained by LinkedIn, quote, "With group identity for B2B, we leverage our first-party data to group members together based on shared professional identity attributes, such as seniority and industry. This process helps you reach your intended audiences across channels like the LinkedIn Audience Network without the need for individual level tracking across sites." End quote. In essence, the process enables you to use LinkedIn categorization to reach users with your promotions on third-party sites that are part of LinkedIn's Audience Network. You've always been able to use the same type of targeting on LinkedIn itself, but this new process will provide more options for reaching audience segments based on more qualifiers, without you needing to specify your audiences through your own targeting selections. The actual benefits of this will vary, but it could be a good way to reach, say, IT managers across the web with promotions based on their LinkedIn profile information. In addition to this, LinkedIn's also testing new machine learning models which will estimate and report campaign conversations across channels with a high degree of accuracy by using data from across our platform. Conversion tracking has been made much more difficult by Apple's AT&T update, but LinkedIn's hoping that it can create more accurate conversion modeling processes in order to continue to provide this type of tracking insight. LinkedIn's also working on the attribution of online or off-site conversion events to LinkedIn campaigns. The accuracy of these will likely be variable, but the hope is that through advanced techniques, social platforms will be able to provide valuable and actionable insights for campaigns in order to help marketers maximize their results. LinkedIn is still developing these approaches, but it does advise that marketers should enable first-party settings on the LinkedIn Insight tag on their sites and apps to continue facilitating campaign measurement. You can check out Andrew's article more in the show notes. Our final story for today, this one's brought to you by payments of pymnts.com. Google on Thursday announced that it is allowing PrestaShop merchants around the world to more easily integrate their product inventory on the search engine's platform through PrestaShop marketing with a PrestaShop Essentials Suite add-on. PrestaShop marketing with Google is available across France and in other countries where shopping campaigns are available. It will also allow about 300,000 PrestaShop merchants to show off their wares across Google's platform after a few clicks, making them discoverable by millions of people through search, the shopping tab, image search, and YouTube. Open quote. As the end of the year holiday season is in full swing, our aim at Google is to help shoppers browse for inspiration, discover new products, and ultimately find what they're looking for, end quote, said Google in the joint announcement. This is why we are building an open ecosystem that connects merchants and customers around the world, end quote. The collaboration with PrestaShop marks Google's first large-scale foray into French and European e-commerce. In June, global e-commerce platform Wish teamed up with PrestaShop to give the more than 300,000 brands and merchants supported by PrestaShop access millions of customers on Wish through a free direct integration module that connects them with Wish's merchant dashboard to help them sync their products and orders between the two platforms. Meanwhile, French retail giant Carrefour announced earlier this week that is opening the first artificial intelligence powered store in Paris, dubbed Flash 10 out of 10. 10 seconds to shop and 10 seconds to pay, in other words. Carrefour tested the concept at its head office in France for more than a year to ensure it would provide a fast and accessible shopping experience for customers who can enter and exit the store without having to pass through a gateway. The Flash 1010 store is equipped with 2,000 integrated Eye-Fi sensors built into the shelves and 60 AI-powered cameras placed in the ceiling to help track customers anonymously to protect consumer privacy. It's almost go time for the holiday shopping season, and nearly 90% of U.S. consumers plan to make at least some of their purchases online, 13% more than they did in 2020. The 2021 Holiday Shopping Outlook Payments surveyed more than 3,600 consumers to learn what is driving online sales this holiday season and the impact of product availability and personalized rewards on merchant preference. If you want to get some more information, make sure to check out Payments' article in the show notes below. That's it for today's show. We've made it to the end. You're good to go and ready for the day. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please rate the show so it helps spread the news and I can continue doing what I do best, which is providing you the latest SEO news you just cannot miss. Served tapa style, making it easy on the stomach and on the go. Once again, I'm your host, Rich Ung, and I'll see you on the flip side.